John, breakfast's ready.
Morning, animals.
Morning, zookeeper.
Big game today, huh?
It's been canceled.
I've told you to leave Shaggy Doo behind.
But it's not broken.
You mustn't take toys to school.
It's not a toy, it's Shaggy Doo.
John, speak to Linda about taking toys to school.
Shaggy Doo, you can't take Linda to school.
John, don't forget the Martins. And ask Bill about the insurance Wednesday.
8 o'clock, sharp for a drink.
7:30. Come on, be serious. And Jeff's present. Now, you have got it.
It's in the office, don't worry.
I hope it isn't complicated. It's his birthday, not yours.
Jackie boy, stay with it. Stay with it.
You're going to crash through that barrier, and you're going to end up in flames.
Listen, this car's in the hands of one of the greatest drivers who ever sat behind the wheel. Now, come on, you get your foot down.
Nuvolari and Jackie Stewart at it again.
Complete and total right. Enzo Ferrari will have your guts for breakfast.
You've just reduced millions of dollars worth of complex, sophisticated electronic equipment to the status of a common pinball machine. Not to mention the cost
All right.
All right. Back to work, everybody. We've got a water fight.
Make love, not war.
Shh, don't say that. Mike will invent a game for it.
Oh, good.
Hello.
Then maybe I can play.
Hello. Oh, hello, Annie. Busy? Oh, of course he's not busy. You ought to know by now who does all the work around here. Oh, listen. Wish Jeff a happy birthday for me, will you? Tell him I'll drop his present in tonight. Top priority.
All right, what did I forget now?
You forgot to tell me how much you want to spend for the patio. They just delivered the tiles.
I'll leave that up to you. Just remember I'm not a general.
All right. Oh, just a moment. Come in, it's open. I think it's the girl answering my ad. Don't worry, I'll only take her for 2 days a week. Call me later if you get a chance. Bye, hon.
Do you believe she didn't have time to talk to me?
Program 3.
Did you remember Jeff's present?
Speaking. Mm-hmm. Sure. Yep.
It's an electronics kit.
But Johnny wanted a football.
I got him a football. Yeah.
But Jeff's an electronic whiz like his dad. You
Yeah.
sure this will challenge him?
He's an electronics whiz, all right, but the instructions are in Italian. And his Italian...
Well, yeah.
That's my house!
It's hard to understand. This execution. It is just not, how will you say, our style of killing.
are completely baffled by the massacre of the wife and 3 children of Mr. John Kingsdale, an American electronics expert employed by the NATO forces here in Naples. Chief Inspector Dr. Lupo, in charge of the investigation, frankly admitted to being shocked by this senseless mass murder. At the moment, there are no known motives. Dr. Lupo did state that the manner of the killings, which he did not describe, were completely foreign to the Italian nature. At 10 a.m. this morning, Mr. John Kingsdale, after a simple ceremony at the Church of St. Stephen's, said goodbye to his family for the last time. The bodies of Mrs. Kingsdale and her 3 children were then taken to the Naples airport for military transport back to the United States, where the parents of Mrs. Kingsdale will hold the final ceremony. A military spokesman for NATO, when interviewed at the scene of the murder, did not make any statement of opinion as to whether the massacres were in any way connected with the job that Mr. Kingsdale was doing for NATO. But he did feel that the authorities must put an end to the senseless murders of innocent men, women and children, and that any persons who could commit such a horrific act, no matter what their motive, are and should be considered animals and must be stopped.
Mr. Kingsdale, that knife was found in your house. Is it yours?
Yes, I bought it for my son for his birthday.
But we'll keep it for now. Would you like some coffee?
No, thank you.
Portami un cappuccino. Mr. Kingsdale, did you get along with your wife?
Must be very difficult for you at times. Yes, I did.
You're very perceptive. You know, it's part of the job. Pronto? Chi è?
Ah sì, un momento. Dottore, l'ambasciata americana, prego.
Your embassy. Hello, Mr. Secretary. Very well, thank you, and yourself. How can I help? I've already thought about that and obtained the necessary identification passes from our ministry. They are here on my desk. Passes, that's correct. You must put the names in yourself as soon as you have nominated your investigators. Not at all, my pleasure. Bye.
È sicuro che non vuoi? Are you sure you don't want the coffee? Mr. Kingsdale, do you have any idea who or why?
No.
Did any members of your family, were they ever in any trouble?
Not to my knowledge.
No threats? There were some tire tracks in front of your house, a truck or possibly a small van. We are checking them out. It might be that this truck brought the killers to your house. You live on a secluded street, such a vehicle would be noticeable. Mi faccia aprire il laboratorio.
Subito, dottore.
Speaking of jobs, let me show you something that should interest you.
This is a new facility, completely computerized. Not quite like NATO, of course, but we are introducing new equipment almost daily. I hope it will inspire your trust. Buongiorno. Chemistry, blood samples. Our laboratory is now considered on a par with most of yours in the United States. The fingerprints are recorded by magnetic impulses and stored in our main computer. From here, they can be transmitted to anywhere in the world, either by television or eventually by the new laser techniques the press services are now developing. Come.
These hairs were found in your wife's hand, possibly torn from the head of her assailant. Mi dia l'analisi, per favore. Dunque, Caucasian male between 25 and 45 years of age. Red hair, blood type Rh negative. This is the result of many analyses, of course. The hair is quite dirty with the traces of a special protein hair tonic. The composition of the dirt is 36 micrograms of sulfur dioxide, 199 micrograms of nitrogen. Sorry to have to put you through this, Mr. Kisdale. If you can think of any person who fits our description.
John. Are you all right?
Yes, Janice, I'm fine. Look, would you do me a favor? Would you go by the house and pick me up a few things and drop them off at the hotel?
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
Hey, Johnny.
Afternoon, Mike.
Well, it's good to see you back. But, we didn't expect you quite so soon. We suspended trials on 9/11.
Why, you could have handled it.
Yeah, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
General Fuller know about this?
It was his decision.
Okay, I'm back. I've got a few new ideas. Let's say we try a different approach. Will you help me?
Well, it wouldn't be easy, you know. We'd have to code it all. Paraphrase the information requests.
That you can do. But if you're caught helping me...
Yeah.
Well?
Let's get started.
Hello, John. General, you're looking fine. Just fine. Thank you, sir. No one more than I appreciates your sense of loyalty in returning to your job.
Thank you.
But I can't help wondering if it's the right thing. Don't you think you ought to try to get away for a while? Maybe go home?
What home? No, General, I'd prefer to stay here in Naples.
Well, look, if it's a question of keeping your
I'd
mind
rather
up...
stay here in Naples.
All right, John. Good to have you back.
Thank you.
Well, all right, McAllister, let's get back to those 9/11 trials, okay?
Yes, sir.
Miss Tillman.
I want you to program the recent events into Kingsdale's personal file.
All right.
And then run the whole profile through the event probability mode. This thing that's happened. No telling what it could do to a man.
Yes, sir.
And get it to me as soon as you can.
Long-range attacks commenced. Operation Hawk. Exercise time 1350. Day 4. Strike on Group Charlotte. North Africa results doubtful. Attack on Gibraltar positive. Stand by for weapons summary. Strike 3, Bravo Charlie. 4, repeat, 4 negative. Muscova sunk, repeat, Muscova sunk. Summary state, enemy resources negative.
Exactly on the hour. Thank you. General, we show negative retaliatory strike capabilities. Congratulations, you've won.
Bravo. Oh, bravo, Joe. You people did real well. Well, let's call it a day. Lock it up, Bill. 1,400 hours Zulu. Right, sir. Operation Hawk successfully completed. Enemy fleet destroyed. Minimal damage done to Allied forces. Well, that's it, gentlemen. The war is now over.
Exercise completed. Repeat. Exercise completed.
I thought you'd be anxious to get to 9/11, so I sank the Moskva a little ahead of time.
You made the General's day.
4065, gotta go ahead.
Oh, McAllister.
Yes, sir.
No, the Russians were getting so sloppy. How do you explain their carelessness? It isn't characteristic.
Isn't it, sir? Doesn't miss a trick, does it?
That's why he's the man. Mike, I've got some data I want to check. Listen, what's 36 micrograms of sulfur dioxide and 199 micrograms of nitrogen? You have any idea?
Why?
Well, it's an extraneous set of chemicals taken from somebody's hair. Could be from a factory, could be from a hair tonic.
Well, the American Bureau of Standards will have records of most American and foreign hair solutions, and the EPA will have breakdowns of factory and car emissions.
Any way of getting their phone number?
Washington information.
Operator, this is ADS Central. We're running a test. Now, just give me a line of your national listing system.
Where are you calling from?
Washington, D.C.
I'll put you through at once. This is Directory Test Circuit. Insert your key codes. This is Directory Test Circuit.
You got the
Insert
codes?
your key codes.
You kidding? Our
This is
program.
Directory Test.
Well, we're locked in, eh? Now, just type my name and address into the terminal. 911 will search the number and dial it.
Overtime? With all the money you make?
Just checking circuits.
That's interesting. I knew the air in New York was dangerous, but I didn't know we were thinking of using it as a secret weapon to wipe out Western Europe.
New York. Somebody who recently left New York. Mike, how would I find a white, red-headed adult male, RH negative, who left New York for Italy within the last few days?
State Department. Passports for all red-headed male passport carriers. Now, if he's American, we could check selective service for RH negatives and then cross-check. Now, if he's an alien, they'll have all that information at immigration. Now, when we've got a short list, we transfer that to JFK International Airport, Boston, Washington, for departure records. When you say a few days, now, how many do you mean?
Depends on how often he washes his hair. Every 3 days. Every 5 days.
Well, our RH negative factor really cuts down the odds.
Well, I can see you're busy. I'll come back later.
Yeah, something's coming up now. In fact, can you narrow down the age?
25, 45.
2 Caucasian males, 28, 44 years old, red hair, RH negative, American nationals, embarked JFK on May the 8th and 10th respectively. Arrived Rome May 9th and 11th respectively. Do you want the passport numbers?
No, you can store them. Get me some photos. Is there any way we can trace their movement since they arrived?
Oh, I already have. Alexander Taylor, May the 9th, Excelsior Hotel in Rome. He appears to have checked out, but rented a car before he left. No record since. Well, for a tourist, that's pretty unusual, unless he's living in a park. Second is Edward Fonseca, International Hotel, Rome, May the 11th and 12th. Then Majestic Hotel, Naples, May 13th, 14th, 15th.
I want to see them. I want to see them.
Through the gate.
One more.
Yeah?
Your name, Fonseca?
Yeah, Eddie Fonseca. Oh, you must be with the charter flight people. They said on the bus you were going to meet us here. Hey, Agnes, it's the charter flight man. Look, I thought you guys were going to stand behind us. You know, I can't afford
I'm not
these
with your
high
tour.
prices.
I'm from the American Embassy.
Oh? Anything wrong?
Did you come here from New York City?
Let me explain, sir. It was my fault. You see, Eddie thought that we'd already registered the necessary 3 months in advance.
Yeah, and the guy in the tour office said it would be okay. Said it was just a technicality.
You mean you don't live in New York City?
New Haven.
Another technicality.
Agnes.
So that, in essence, is what we have to do. These will help you circulate more freely. They have been signed by the Minister of the Interior. If anyone questions your legality, which is doubtful here in Italy, just have them call the telephone number at the bottom, and one of my people will authenticate you. I certainly appreciate your government's help in this investigation. Enjoy your stay in Italy. I can recommend a few good restaurants if you are interested. Are there any questions?
No. No, we'll keep you informed on anything new or unusual. I just hope I haven't lost all my Italian during the past 10 years.
You will find that just the effort to communicate in Italian will endear you to my countrymen. Also, if in trouble, use your hands.
Improving your mind?
Hi, Janice.
Just like Las Vegas.
The odds are much better.
Did you ever get into soft info? Psychological stuff?
A bit. Does the behavioral science section give reasonable odds?
Yes, we do. I threw your chart in yesterday. I thought I'd come and talk to you about it.
Didn't bore you?
You frightened me.
There's a monster in our midst.
John, I want to help you. Let me. I know what you're doing, John. I won't stop you. I only want to help.
How?
I'll make our behavioral science tapes available to you if you promise me one thing.
What's that?
That you won't take any unreasonable chances. Please.
All right, I won't take any unreasonable chances.
Hello, Janice.
Mike, I'm worried about John.
Oh, he'll be all right.
You know what I mean, Mike.
Well, he just needs time to adjust.
I think you better read this.
Mrs. Simpson?
Yes?
I'm the girl who called about taking care of the children.
Oh, yes. Come on in. I'll open the gate.
Hello. Come on in. Well, you're rather young for... Well, anyway, I'll show you the house, and then we'll talk, okay?
John, I think we got something.
Oh, that just leads into the backyard.
I see.
All the messages direct the recipients to various activities. Check this, check that, go here, go there. But the first paragraph of all the messages is the same. The second 3-day ultimatum expires tonight, 1900 hours your local time, 20 hours Zulu. In the event of any incident, determined link, however tenuous, to Kinsdale family, stop. You are directed to proceed with the utmost discretion and lowest profile, stop. Ensure downgrade press coverage. Well, the message then varies according to the recipients. Well, if there's any reaction to that, we're going to know soon enough. I don't know, Johnny, but something relating to what we're doing here is supposed to happen, was supposed to happen before 8 o'clock.
I'd say it's the local authorities and then it's right. Roger, Alpha Bravo. Every possible assistance. Right. Right, Roger. Over and out.
CID, I'm from Naples.
George Edmonds, I'm with the embassy.
What happened?
Five dead. 2 adults, 3 minors. American citizens. 1 victim, death by cranial fracture due to firearm projectile. 3 victims, massive hemorrhages, severe damage to internal organs. Brian Simpson, age 10, death by strangulation. What else do you want to know?
All the details. You were there. I want everything.
Then you go in there and get them, damn it. You're the goddamn cop. I'm just a crummy, rubber-stamp Foreign Service employee. Do you have any idea what's in there? Dead kids. The dead Ted Simpson. Christ. They were friends of mine. You're used to this. This is your job. Do you have any idea what it's like to see friends stretched out like boards, their blood and guts spilled all over the place?
Take it easy.
Take it easy. Take it easy. That's all anybody ever tells me. How much longer are you going to stand for this? Come on, tell me you're the man. First that poor bastard in Naples, and now Ted Simpson. A lousy little accountant. Not a fat cat industrialist, an American accountant. That's what? 6 kids, right? Right. Aren't you getting tired of getting your butts kicked by these punks? Keep it down. Keep it down! What for? Maybe it's time people knew what in the hell's going on. Maybe they could do something
All right,
about it.
Edmonds.
So sue me.
Mobile 3, this is Alpha Bravo.
Excuse me. Roger, Alpha Bravo.
Everything okay, Mobile 3?
Right. I've got company.
Do you require assistance?
No. No, I said I'd like company. It's getting late.
Listening up your instructions.
Roger. I'll talk to you later. Over now.
Listening up, Alpha 3.
What's this, more secrets? Are we starting to keep our own people in the dark?
Look, I feel the same way that you do about this.
Yeah, I'll bet you do.
Vieni con me.
Let's get a drink.
Vi manderemo tutti gli elementi in possesso. Stai tranquillo, riceverai i risultati dell'analisi.
È qui che devi cercare con molta attenzione. Ti manderò alcuni prelievi che ho fatto a Napoli per il confronto.
Hai in mente qualche cosa?
Te lo dirò dopo.
Dr. Newport?
Yeah?
I'm Phillips, International Wire Services, Naples. We met at the Kinsdale press conference.
You're working late.
Any connection?
I don't know, but I intend to find out.
Why the kids, damn it all? Why the kids, huh? Hey, what's your name again, old buddy?
Evans.
I know that. You told me that. I mean, like, Frank, George, Sam. What's your name?
It's Frank. Let's have another round. Bartender, encore a peppermint.
Now, here's to you, buddy. Here's hoping you nail all those buggers and all the rest of the dirt like 'em right to the wall.
Sounds like you know who they are.
What they are, Frank, old buddy, what they are. I'm an old foreign service hand. Nothing, and I mean nothing, goes on around here that I don't eventually know about.
You don't know anything that you're not supposed to know.
Hey, don't come on strong with me, Mr. CID. I know you super cops like to think that you own the information market, but let me tell you something. There are lots of people just like me. People in sensitive spots who wheel and deal with the U.S. and Italian agencies all the time. But we should be working together, not everybody in his own compartment. Christ, if we don't get it together soon, we just add another statistic.
All right, Edmonds. You've convinced me. We're going to work together. All right, me first. Alexander Taylor.
Alexander Baldwin Taylor, 28, American citizen. Passport number B4256319. Son of a prominent Boston banker. Attended UC at Berkeley, dropout, former SDS radical. Subject has made several trips to Italy. Last entry 2 weeks ago. Believed to be carrying over $300,000 in hard currency. Last and only contact, Paul Kamal Hamshari, present address unknown. Paul Kamal Hamshari, 25, naturalized American citizen, passport number C1347721, graduate of UC at Berkeley. Political science major, Dean's List student, supported many ultra-left causes, denounced his father's moderate political views. Polarized many fringe campus organizations. Subject entered Italy 2.5 months ago. Evidence shows he made contact with known militants of various backgrounds. To what end is not yet known. We have...
Why have you not told me before that we were working with a political time bomb?
You weren't informed?
Possibly I was considered a security risk. Never mind. Mr. Carter, who are these people? What is their affiliation? They are terrorists, of course.
Unfortunately, not in the conventional sense, no.
Unfortunately?
Yeah. Yeah, we know many of the organizations in your territory. And if there was a direct affiliation, then finding Kamal Hamshari...
Mr. Carter, how can these people be acting alone? This does not happen in Italy. Possibly this would not have happened at all if you had been informed sooner.
Inspector, our agency has not purposely withheld any information from you. Now, our orders, like yours, come right from the top. And obviously they needed time to think things out.
Please tell me. Tell me as one man to another. I must know now. What's going on here? What is this all about?
All right. In our opinion, Inspector, we're up against a very intelligent and extremely dangerous man who has delusions of being a political messiah. Now, his MO shows a distinct psychological imbalance, a predilection to extreme violence. Now, you add to that a group of bright lieutenants and a veneer of mass ideology and $250,000 bankroll, and you know why 2 American families were wiped out, as and when threatened.
My friend at the Castura is located to Alexander Baldwin Taylor here in Rome. It seems he is involved with a certain Hamshari.
In what way?
Taylor stayed with him for a few days.
Stayed?
A few days back, Taylor and Hamshari split. We've lost him completely.
Well, that's a nice, cozy little problem. What does it have to do with the massacre of your friends?
Combined forces.
Program 3?
McAllister.
Mike, this is John Kinsdale.
John, where are you?
Never mind. I'll tell you later. Now listen carefully. In April, a letter was received in Washington, D.C. It was addressed to the President of the United States, and it had an Italian postmark. Substantially, this is what it said. On May 13th, an American family residing in the Mediterranean area would be destroyed. Now, this family would be picked at random. After that, there'd be another American family every 3 days until their demands were met.
What demands?
They wanted the release of political prisoners in jail in Western Europe and $10 million from the U.S.
What prisoners?
Oh, they cover a pretty wide spectrum of political terrorists.
But why pick on the States?
I guess they thought we had the money or the muscle to lean on our allies, or maybe they just wanted to humiliate us. That's pretty much of an international sport lately. I don't know. Just check it. Now listen, I'm in Rome. That's where I got this information. But tomorrow morning, first thing, I want you to check Alexander Baldwin Taylor against all suspected terrorists and their cells in Western Europe, no matter what the affiliation. I'm going to stand by here, and I may have some more information for you by then.
Can you get near a terminal so we can link up?
I'll get to you. Yeah. All right, old buddy, we're all paid up. Let me drive you to your car.
Good morning, I'm David Edmondson, PDU Services. I'm with the computer company. We've set up a new up-to-date logic circuit in London, and I'm supposed to do some work.
Oh, all right, come on in.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were a passenger. You're not going to turn them off, I hope. Today we have a busy day, and it would make a big confusion.
Don't worry. I am going to have to tie up a couple of your telephones.
Oh, that's all right. Go right ahead. Excuse me just a moment. Time for me to go and change. Would you like a cup of coffee?
Well, that'd be very nice. With milk, please?
All right.
Brigham 3.
Good morning.
John, you all right?
Yeah, Mike, I'm fine. Listen, are you familiar with the ITC computer 7203?
Yep.
Well, where do I hook up?
There's an input jack on the left side of the console.
Oh, yeah. All right, I've got it. Hold on just a second. All right, I think I'm hooked up. The number here is 482951. Right. Okay, that seems to have got it. Let's give it a try. All right, what can you give me? All right, that's good. Now, Mike, send me everything that you can on Taylor. And in the meantime, I want you to take down this name. It's Hamshari, H-A-M-S-H-A-R-I. It's Arabic. I want to know if there's any connection between him and Taylor. You can interrogate immigration. See if there's any record of this man in America. All right?
Yep.
I'll be here. Almost went to Berkeley myself, Mike. Seems like Taylor was an SDS dropout. He considered them ineffective. He had a pretty good school report, flyweight activist. Lots of bread, though. All right, here we go. Yasef Hamshari, Palestine professor, Berkeley. Taught political science, Mideast studies. Now, wait a minute. The Department of Immigration has him active in Mideast politics back in the 30s. He must have calmed down. Naturally. He's dead. I don't know, there must have been some... Oh, thank you. Look, Mike, Taylor was involved with radicals. If this Hamshari character was still active, he'd be... All right. See if there's any tie-in between the two of them and any underground guerrilla movement operating in Italy. Anything at all.
Hey, bingo. Paul Kamal Hamshari, the son. He's into everything. He's a real heavyweight. He's a naturalized American like his father. Originally came from Palestine.
You got an address?
No.
All right, hang on, Mike. I'm coming home. Dr. Lupo, won't you come in, please? Wouldn't you rather be more comfortable?
No, thank you. Yeah. Shall we get right to it, Mr. Edmonds?
You're the first public official to say that without having coffee first.
I've met with a certain Mr. Fonseca.
No.
You should know him. I believe you met him.
That's all?
Do the Americans and the Italians have to be at odds in this investigation? Can't we afford to help each other?
I'm sorry, Dr. Lupo, but I don't think I understand what you're talking about.
You had certain information that led you to suspect Mr. Fonseca, you know, with the red hair.
What?
Let's not play games, Mr. Edmonds. What kind of investigation are you making?
I don't like your insinuations. I haven't the vaguest idea what you're talking about. What investigations?
I'm talking about the Kingsdale and Simpson massacres. You did not go to Pompeii to interview this man?
Well, I hate to admit this, Dr. Lupo, but in all the years I've served at this embassy, I have never been to Pompeii.
Mr. Edmonds, you are the only one from this embassy with a ministry pass.
Say, wait a minute. Wait a minute. There was a guy I talked to at the Simpson place who had a ministry pass. When I checked him out later, nobody here had ever heard of him.
What was the name?
Evans. Frank Evans, but that was probably a phony. He was a big fellow, about 6'5", maybe 250 pounds.
And blonde hair, of course.
Uh-huh.
I've been very stupid, Mr. Edmonds. Thank you. Sorry to have taken up your time.
Hi, Mike. Hello, Johnny.
How's it going?
Oh, fine. We've got a program going for a simulated tactical defense situation in Greece. Now, if you'd like to begin the prime programming on 9/11, we can start any time.
No, not right now. I want to get a complete profile on this.
Now, listen, Johnny. The wolves are at the door. Now, I can't keep them out forever.
What do you mean?
Well, what I mean is that your special programs are beginning to take up a little too much of our computer time.
Oh, simulate a breakdown.
Johnny, I know I agreed to help you.
Well, what's changed your mind?
You. You're not telling me everything.
No.
No. For instance, I see we're feeding and computing data from the Delaware Bay Institute. Why?
Mike, I'm trying to get all the information possible on the enemy. Now, the Delaware Bay Institute studies human behavior, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feed them everything that I've got on the targets, and they give me back a psychiatric profile.
For what?
When I've reached the highest probability possible. No. When I'm absolutely certain that these are the men that... I mean, when there's no reasonable doubt...
Then you give all this information to the police, and they arrest these ciphers that 9/11 has packaged up so neatly, right?
Right.
Wrong. Oh, for God's sake, Johnny, do you think I'm a half-wit? Look, I already know the answer because I've worked it out up here. I'm putting your profile into the program. Now add the assumption that the suspects are guilty, that you're alone, and have the perfect battle plan. Kinsdale John, in confrontation with the targets based on the assumptions posed in profiles recorded, will attempt to terminate targets. Probability of success, 8%. Are you really going to try and kill him, Johnny? Do you want to be just like them?
8%.
Italian police, I'm looking for Mr. Kingsdale.
Pull in over there.
I'm looking for Mr. Kingsdale. He's with Program 3.
Yes, sir, that's Building 2, but you'll need clearance and an escort.
Well, get me both.
Well, I can call for clearance, but I'm afraid there's nobody to escort you.
That is you, isn't there? This is urgent police business.
I'll see what I can do. May I have your identification, please?
Oh, by the way, a girl from the Daily American called. Wanted to know if you'd had any results from your ad. Said she'd call back.
The Daily American?
I think it's the girl answering my ad.
Mike, what was the Simpson phone number again?
I'm not sure, but what?
Was it 888531?
Yeah, it sounds right. Put it down.
Mike, if you were going to set up an American family to be destroyed, where would you look?
You've been cleared to Building 2. That's just to the right. The guard there will give you further directions.
Thank you.
You haven't. All right, Mrs. Johnson, thank you very much.
Right, Mrs. James Girardi. That's 358264.
5.
That's Vesuvio Exchange, I think. 64.
6. Hello, Mrs. Girardi. I'm from the Daily American. You placed an ad with our paper the other day, and I'm just checking to see how our advertising worked out. Have you had any calls? You have. This morning? Uh-huh. Thank you very much. Mrs. Girardi, I just want to check on your address again. Thank you.
Look, how can you be sure it is them, eh? Or that it's tonight?
The machine never lies. You said so yourself.
Right. Maybe pick up that phone, call the police. Well, I'm going to call them.
Don't you understand? They murdered my family.
Mr. Kingsdale, I want to talk to you.
I can't now.
You are under arrest.
Francesco!
Carlos.
Sì, dottore.
I'll get it. It's probably Aldo.
Miss Girardi,
Yes?
is your family at home?
Lou?
Yeah? What can I do for you, mister?
I'd like to talk to you for a minute.
Sure. Honey, would you go out and see if Aldo's finished with the car? He's probably out in back.
Sure.
Are you a cop?
No. You recently placed an ad in the paper, in the Daily American, for a household helper.
And you're it?
No, now get him in here. Whatever his name is, Aldo. You convince him that nothing is wrong.
Who set me up?
Now, I said talk to him.
Okay. Aldo. Aldo, come on in. It's okay.
Now, you stop right there. Now, with 2 fingers, lift that gun very gently out of your belt. Put it at your feet. Now, straighten up. And slide it over there with your foot. Now, go over and sit on the couch. You too, honey. All of you sit right there on the couch.
Sit down. Sit down. Do anything he tells you to do.
Now, I'm not here to hurt you.
Then what are you doing with that gun?
I'm here to help you. Someone is on his way here to kill you. You're American. Don't bother. Sit down.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
Son of a bitch! Now, please, make your wife sit down.
Alice, baby. Alice, baby. Sit
down. Now, listen. Now, listen! Carefully. Now, you're in trouble. There are some men that are on the way here that think that you're defenseless. They're going to kill you, and they're going to kill your wife, and they're going to kill your children. Now, you may not understand this, Mr. Girardi, but you're on the spot now, and not because you're whatever you are, but only because you're an American.
Oh, Christ. Oh, my Christ, I thought we were going to be safe here.
They killed...
Daddy, shh.
Answer it, Mrs. Girardi.
Shh. Go ahead. It'll be all right. Go ahead.
Anybody home? Good evening. Are you Mrs. Girardi?
Yes, I am. Help you.
Maybe I'd better...
Leave it! Get your ass out of here, mister, before I blow your friggin' head off.
Aldo!
Good luck, mister.
Son of a bitch, he got the tank. What happened? Huh?
They were waiting for us.
Oh, come on.
They knew we were coming, and they were waiting
Oh,
for
for
us.
Christ's sake.
They knew we were coming.
You're crazy.
Paul!
John, come in. You look awful. You could do with a drink.
Yes. Please.
The police have been looking all over the place for you.
I stay here for a while.
Yes, of course. John?
Paul! Paul!
Go to bed.
I've been waiting for you.
Please. Go to bed.
Can't it wait till tomorrow? Can't Alex take care of it?
Alex. Someone betrayed us. They were close. Too close. Now we do it my way. Now we move fast.
Paul.
Go to bed.
Janice.
Sorry, John. I made no promises. I'll get you some coffee.
You're one hell of a sight, old chum. Looks as if you found them.
I did, Mike. found them and I stopped them.
What did you do with him?
Huh?
I said, what did you do with him? Did you round them up? Turn them over to the police?
No, there were too many of them. They got away. But I've broken their pattern, Mike, and I'm very close now.
How many did you kill?
John, do you want to be a criminal too?
Now, skip it, love. I've been through all that bit.
Now, whose side are you on?
Yours, you overgrown oaf. Can't you see what you've done? You've broken their pattern, all right. Now they'll change their M.O. And before we can run them to ground again, they'll kill a few more innocent people. Does that make you feel proud? Damn it, you idiot, don't you understand? If you'd worked with the police, you'd have rounded up the whole gang by now.
He's right, John.
He's wrong, Janice. So are you. You never had anybody steal anything that was worth more than your own life. You want me to turn these animals over to the police so that they can be put in jail? So that they can become heroes and ransomed out by another group of psychos to kill somebody else? Not on your life. Can I borrow your car?
Pronto, chi è? Who? A friend of Mr. Kingsdale? Yes. Yes, I understand, Mr. McAllister. But I'm quite stupid. Get to the point. Where are you? I'll be right there.
Today.
Morning, Doctor.
Morning.
Thank you, Sergeant. Doc.
So?
Watch. Now, that information is coming directly from the Interpol collective in Brussels.
What do you mean?
Well, this terminal's connected to 9/11. 9/11 is interrogating 1047 in Belgium.
How can you do that? That's classified police material.
Well, in any ordinary way, Doctor, your data would be completely secured. It just so happens that the interrogation facility was built by your headquarters' instructions.
And how does this put Mr. Kingsdale in difficulty?
He's found his killers. And he doesn't want them in jail. And neither the machine nor I know just how successful he's going to be.
Dr. Lupo. Good morning. I'm General Fuller. This is my command.
Nice to see you, General. Will you excuse me? Please go on, Mr. McAllister.
General, I asked Dr. Lupo to come here.
There is a chain of command, McAllister.
I'm sorry, sir. But this matter concerns the police.
Then go to the police. Do not invite them here. This is a very sensitive...
I know, sir. But it also concerns P3. You see, Kinsdale and I have been using 9/11 to find the people who murdered his family.
A very elaborate vendetta, General.
What?
A kind of vengeance.
I know what a vendetta is, Doctor. I'm just trying to understand this whole goddamn business. Now, Mike, maybe you'd better start at go. Give me the details one at a time and in the proper order.
John?
Keep him talking.
You all right, Johnny?
I'm very tired, Mike. There's nothing here. Nothing here. I've looked everywhere.
Now listen. The police found Taylor's body. Now, where are you?
John, why don't you let us help you?
Us?
Yes, this is General Fuller. Dr. Lupo's here, and he needs your help. John, where are you?
Right. Okay. Italiano? American. What the hell are you doing here, mister? Your arm.
Here's his ID, Joe.
Oh, Christ. What? Another one of ours. This job's a real screw-up.
What are you, Defense Department or something?
I'm sorry, fella. You'll be all right. Take it. Give it to someone in authority. What about the people? Worry about them. If our demands are not met, they will all die. Go!
Look, I'm sorry about that rough stuff. Go easy with us on the report, will you? Better get a doctor to look at that hand.
Miss, can you dial this number for me? 560804.
Yes, sir. That's a pretty doll. Are you taking it home to your daughter? Funny, they're usually open by now.
Who is?
The NATO commissary, the supermarket.
Can't get a trace on this guy. He's not exactly invisible.
Well, we call the Italian police. What more do you want?
One thing that really bugs me is I told him things I wouldn't tell my own wife.
Crazy bastard.
This is a general call to all mobiles in the special category. Proceed to NATO base. This is a general call.
Mobile Special 2 to base. What's up with the PX, Bill?
All hell's breaking loose, Sam. You got any passengers?
Affirmative.
Get rid of them.
You have exactly 6 hours to meet our demands. Make no mistake, they will all die if you do not. The lives of your friends are in your hands.
Nobody to approach this area unless authorized by military personnel. Nobody to approach this area unless authorized by Hey, clear them all! Clear them!
Kill them! Kill them all!
Fresh incident. Carver Farms prime American turkey breast. This is a commissary special at the frozen meat counter.
Put that goddamn chopper on the roof.